Well, hello there. This is Business Prime. My name is Kelvin Nyakundi. Now, over 30% of Kenyans have reported higher incomes in the first quarter of 2025 compared to the same period in 2024, while 40% saw no change and 30% reported income declines. Now, according to Quarter 1 ICEA Lion Asset Management Consumer Spending Index, the spending was driven by increased purchase volumes rather than rising prices. The fund manager further released its investor pulse, noting that the Nairobi Securities Exchange remains an attractive investment choice because at current levels, the NSE offers more value than other African equity markets amidst a volatile global environment.
We saw a bigger proportion of the higher spending being attributed to consumers purchasing more items, which is a positive indicator. So we saw a bigger proportion of spending being influenced by purchase of additional items as opposed to higher prices of goods. And we noted that the education sector, workers in the education and training sector, reported the highest increase in spending out of all the various sectors surveyed, and workers in the hospitality sector recorded the biggest decline in spending between the first quarter of this year and the first quarter of last year.
Looking at inflation and given the factors that I've highlighted, especially the impact of tariff wars and trade uncertainty, we can see that inflation is expected to rise in the US and in China. Mainly, those are the two major countries or major zones where you've seen the trade wars that are quite significant. However, for the Eurozone, it's still expected to slightly come off, not much, about 0.2% thereabout. And for emerging economies, still it's a downward trend for those economies.
The National Social